I'm a chosen. I'm a chosen. I'm a chosen. Who are you? Let's watch this video.
Cover their head, they carry AK, I don't know the tune that they call AK-35.
AK-47.
Yes! Then begin shivering. Then begin shivering and say, yeah, give me the gun. I collect one. I put that for my shoulder. I collect the second. I put that for my shoulder. I collect the third one. I carry it for hand. Then say, I cannot shoot to them. I said, no, okay. I go carry you go report for my GO. All of them kneel down, begin beg me. I will carry the gun for police station. Oh yeah, 3 of them, oh yeah, follow me. Only 1 of them run.
I'm a chosen have been trending for the past weeks because of the mind-blowing testimonies on social media. Some people see it as a curse. Some people feel that the people were hallucinating. Some people feel it's a dream. Yes, indeed, it was a dream. Some people believe it's true, while some people doubt it. Which category do you belong? Let me know in the comment section. You know, in these days and time, we fail to believe the supernatural power of God. Yesterday, I happened to take the Bible study in my local assembly and I talked on divine delivery. You know, divine delivery is something that happens that you don't have any control over. It's something supernatural, something mind-blowing that happens in your life that you actually do not have control over. And I talked about some people in the Bible that were delivered and what they were delivered on. Number 1 is the children of Israel. You can see that in Exodus 14. You can read from verse 1 to the end. Exodus chapter 3, the children of Israel, when they were suffering in Egypt, they cried out to God and said, oh God, please deliver us. We are suffering in this land. And what did God do? God sent Moses to come and deliver them. You can see in Exodus chapter 14, where Moses were taking the children of Israel to cross the Red Sea. Pharaoh heard about it and he sent 600 of his best soldiers, his chariots, to come and overpower the children of Israel. And what happened? Moses cried out to God, because then the children of Israel were already murmuring, oh Moses, why do you want us to suffer and die in the Red Sea, in the wilderness? Are there no graves in Egypt? Why are you doing this? Moses would have allowed us. So they were murmuring. The men were murmuring, the women were murmuring, and the children were murmuring. He said, do not fret. The Lord will fight for us and will hold our peace. God told Moses, what do you have in your hand? He said, I have a rod. He said, use it and smite the sea. Moses smite the sea, and the Red Sea departed. And the children of Israel had victory. When Pharaoh and his chariots came, and what happened? God drowned Pharaoh and his chariots in the Red Sea. Imagine if this miracle happened now. Social media would have been on fire. Brother Moses would have been dragged like a past neighbor generator. The children of Israel would have been explaining. They will explain, Saya. How will you explain to the ordinary man that a rod could depart a Red Sea? Not a swimming pool, not just a pool of water. That is to show you the supernatural power of God. God is able to do all things. So are you going through oppression? Just so that when you call upon God, God will answer you. The second person I talked about was the blind Bartimaeus. We can see that in Mark 10 from verse 46 to 52. When he heard that Jesus Christ was passing by, he called God. Jesus cried, thou son of David, have mercy upon me. And the people shouted, close your mouth, shut up your mouth. Why are you disturbing us? I've got finished attending to the people that have sight. It's you that you want to attend to. He kept on shouting. Jesus cried, thou son of David, have mercy on me. He was able to get Jesus Christ's attention. And Jesus Christ asked him, what do you want me to do for you? Say that I may receive my sight. He was straightforward. And Jesus Christ said, stand up, your faith have made you whole. And he was healed. Imagine if brother blind Bartimaeus went to church and gave this testimony on how he was blind and he was prayed for, and a man of God told him, stand up and your faith have made you whole. What do you think could have been happening now? Social media would have been on fire. Say, brother blind, but this is stage. Are you sure you're actually blind? Are you going through any health challenges? Just know that when you cry out to God, God is able and just to heal you of your health challenges. The third person we'll be talking about is the wife of the sons of the prophet. What happened? The husband was owing until he died. The creditors came and told the wife, can you pay your debts? Your husband was owing. The wife said, my husband said, I don't have money. So you don't have money, no problem. We're going to sell your 2 sons to slaves so we can get some money. And what did she do? She cried unto Elisha. And what did Elisha do? Elisha told him, what do you have? He said, I have just oil, a cruise of oil. It's okay, no problem. Go and borrow vessels, go and borrow jar, not a few. And this woman went to the neighbors and she borrowed a lot of vessels. And said, keep pouring the oil. As he kept pouring the oil was flowing on. She poured it to the last jar. After pouring to the last jar, the oil ceased. The man of God told her, go and sell the oil and pay your debts. I remember one testimony I heard, that the GO was making this testimony how visitors came and the wife just had a pot of soup. As she was dishing the pot of soup, the meats were increasing, the soup was increasing, and God told her, don't put your eye inside this pot of soup. At the point in time, her face shook. Immediately she put her eyes and peeped into the pot of soup. What happened? The supply ceased. So how can you explain this? Imagine that Sister Joy went to church to herself. How is she going to explain it? Let me say that Sister Joy was borrowing. Everybody knows her as a chronic borrower. If she comes to a shop to get anything, to say, Sister Joy is coming to borrow again, no. And that particular day she came, she bought a lot of things and she paid you. The next time you see Sister Joy riding car, you see Sister Joy living well, say, Sister Joy, what have you done? And she shares this testimony to you. What will you say? You say, Sister Joy, you've not told us what happened. How can you be pouring oil and the oil will be flowing? Sister Joy now became an oil merchant. She was selling oil in gallons, in liters, in quantum, and God saved her from financial embarrassments. When we hear this kind of mind-blowing testimonies in the Bible, we're thinking, is this thing real? Can this thing happen? Is it actually real? Can God deliver us from financial embarrassments? As it happened in 2 Kings 4, from verse 1, carry to the end. God can actually deliver you from financial embarrassments. What you have to do is to cry out, as Sister Joy, the wife of the son of the prophet, as I named her, did not die in silence. She cried out to Elisha. You too can actually do the same. The person I want to talk about is Daniel. You can see that in Daniel 6. You can read from beginning to the end. What happened? Daniel was a person that feared God. And people were jealous of him. They wanted to accuse him. But the only way they can accuse him was in his God. They tried so many things. It didn't work. He said, okay, we're going to do something. We're going to make a law. We're going to convince the king. Let's make a law. When they hear the sound of the trumpets on all the other musical instruments, they should bow down and worship their gods. But Daniel said no. He's going to worship the only true God. And when Daniel was praying to Jesus Christ, the only true God, he opened his windows and he was praying. They were like, this guy has disobeyed the rule. And they went and told the king. The king was worried. The king didn't want to give any punishment to Daniel because he knew that Daniel was upright. He knew that they were falsely accused, but he has made that decree. And you can't go against the law of the Medes and the Persians. And what did he do? He said, okay, do as the Lord says. So Daniel was put in the lion's den. What happened? When Daniel entered the lion's den, the lion was playing with Daniel. The king ordered that Daniel be brought up. And those that accused Daniel, both their wives and the children, the king ordered they be thrown into the den. And guess what? It was recorded that as the people were thrown into the den, the lion leaped and devoured them. Even their bones were crushed like powder. That is to show you that God is supernatural. God can do all things. I remember one of the chosen's testimony. One of them said that the lion carried him. Even the testifier was like, the lion? You said the lion carried you? He said, yes, the lion carried. What you fail to understand is that Jesus Christ is a lion of the tribe of Judah. So are you going through any persecution, trials, temptation? Just call on the lion of the tribe of Judah and he will see you through. By now, Daniel would have been dragged on the social media platform. Jesus Christ is true, my people. Fifth person I want to talk about is Jonah. God delivered him from the consequences of disobedience. You can see it in Jonah 1. In Jonah 1, God told him, oh, brother Jonah, go to Nineveh and preach the gospel and tell them to repent of their wicked ways. Jonah said, God, you are too merciful. You should have killed these people. They have been disobeying you in tempers. Jonah went to the opposite direction and went to Tarshish and boarded the ship. But because he was a wrong person in that boat, in that ship, what happened? The ship became turbulent. The sea was turbulent. And they were throwing out their properties and all that. Jonah said, I'm the person, just throw me. If immediately you throw me out, everywhere will be calm. They didn't actually believe at first. And immediately they threw Jonah out into the sea, everywhere became calm. And immediately God arranged for a fish to swallow Jonah. And in the belly of the fish, Jonah cried out to God. Imagine a whole Jonah 2 was dedicated to the prayer of Jonah. Jonah started telling God, God, don't say I'm your paddy, I'm your favorite child. I beg, have mercy on me. You don't say I'm too stubborn. I beg, God, how we go to Nineveh. I will preach the gospel as you want me to do. But God was very merciful to Jonah, and God saved him. And the fish vomited Jonah. If it was now, Brother Jonah would have been dragged. Imagine if Brother Jojo went to church and testified how he was traveling and the ship capsized and fish swallowed him and God delivered him after 3 days. What would have happened? Brother Jonah would have been trending now. They would have called him all sorts of names. God is very, very powerful. God is supernatural. Have you been suffering from the consequences of disobedience? Just know that God is able and just to deliver you from such hideous consequences. The last person I'll be talking about is Peter. You can see that in Acts 12 from verse 1 to the end. Bro Peter was an apostle of Jesus Christ. King Herod Agrippa was persecuting Christians. He smit James with the sword and found out that the Jewish people were very happy about it. And he continued his wickedness and he sent Peter into prison. While he was in prison, the church of God prayed for him. Prayers were raised on his behalf. One night as he was sleeping, bound in chains, it was recorded that the king got 4 squad of soldiers, like hefty soldiers, to guide him. As he was sleeping, the angel of the Lord woke him up. Say, Peter, stand up. Immediately he stood up, the chains in the hands broke, and he told him to wear your shoe. He wore his sandals. Wear your clothes. He wore his clothes, and the angel carried him past the first gate, past the second gate, and past the iron gate, and took him to the streets of his home. Imagine if Peter came and gave testimony and how God delivered him from prison. What do you think would happen? They say, bro Peter, you never tell us. You have bribed the prison warden. You have connection. Because people don't believe that God is powerful. Because of internet, because of industrialization, we don't believe in the supernatural power of God. That is how God delivered Brother Peter from that. If it's by now, Peter would have been dragged. Peter would have been dragged like a past never generator. But God is real. God is real, my people. There's something very, very common among all these people that God delivered. They didn't keep quiet. Like the children of Israel, they cried out to God. The wife of the son of the prophet cried out to Elisha. Peter, prayers was raised on his behalf. Blind Bartimaeus cried out to God. Daniel prayed to God. Jonah made a prayer. So what situation are you going through? Are you going through health challenges? Are you going through emotional trauma? Are you going through the prison of the heart? Are you going through relationship challenges, marriage challenges? Are you suffering from consequences of disobedience? Are you going through trials and persecutions and tribulations? Are you currently going through financial embarrassment? Or is your health troubling? Just know that God is able and just to do all things. Don't keep quiet. Don't murmur. Don't complain. Don't substitute murmuring for praying. Pray to God earnestly. Call upon Him. I am assuring you that God will answer you. He will hear you and He will answer you. As He did for the apostles, as He did miracles in the Bible, your case will not be different. Remember, what God cannot do does not exist. If you enjoyed this episode, kindly click the like button, like, share, comment, and subscribe on my YouTube channel. Remember, I'm a chosen. I'm a chosen. I'm a chosen. Who are you, brother? Alright, see you on my next video. Bye.